Jacquelynne Eccles. I'm a distinguished university professor in the School of Education at UCI. I'm a developmental psychologist, and I have spent most of my life doing longitudinal studies, essentially gathering data on the same group of children and their families over many years. I've actually been able to study 3 very important educational issues. The first of these was why girls weren't going on into mathematics. That led my colleagues and I to develop the expectancy value model that has guided much of my work and is very, very prominent in education today, as well as in motivational psychology. The second time this happened to me, I was very much growing from the studies that I had to look at girls and gender differences in math, and we noticed that in addition to the gender difference in interest in math and science, there was a huge drop-off in the interest in math and science as children moved into junior high school. What we found is that the math classrooms at that time tended to be remedial in their nature. So many of the very best students got quite bored in these classrooms, and the other kids, the kids for whom math was not an easy subject, did not find the kind of supports that they would have expected to find. So it did seem to be a pivotal period for getting kids to turn off to mathematics. I have spent most of my career studying motivation and positive development in one way or another. So I was very interested in the role that going to school plays in children's social, emotional, and motivational development. We really focused on what was it about adolescence that was instrumental to fostering healthy development and problematic in feeding into some of the stereotypes we have about adolescence. And I began studying youth in difficult settings, and that really redirected my work for about 10 years. I sort of left aside motivation in school and began to look more intensely at the problems that young people face in our society, particularly if they are growing up in poor and underserved communities. I love my work. I have always loved being a scholar. That's what I find the most exciting, is just the opportunity to interact with quite young people about their view of the world and where they're going, and what things they believe they need and what things they think they aren't getting, and the ways in which they believe school and community settings could be more helpful in their pathways.